Everyone, my name is Jerry Thor, and I'm a doctoral candidate at the University of Louisiana Monroe in the Curriculum and Instruction program. I'm here to present a qualitative research proposal entitled The Role of Full-Time and Part-Time Coaches on the Student-Athlete Experience. The coach of a college sports team is a critical factor in determining the success of the program and the experience of participants. Coaches help players reach their full potential through building a strong culture, create core values, and set the mission of the program, and guide them through purpose-driven experiences in the athletic arena. This work seeks to identify best practices at structuring coaching positions at athletic departments across the country and may lead to changes that improve program cultures, student academic and athletic support, and the overall experience for student athletes. Research questions that will guide the study include: how does a college committing to a full-time position affect the culture of an athletic program? How does a coach's employment status affect the critical relationship that develops between player and a coach? And does hiring coaches on a full-time or part-time status affect the quality of staff that an athletic department is able to put together? Understanding the various ways that coaches influence the growth and performance of their players is important so that we can try and measure how it is done differently between full-time and part-time coaches. There are two main bodies of literature that will affect the study. The first is on the impact of coaches on student athletes. Studies have shown that uncovering strategies implemented by coaches may change the ways that athletes perceive coaches' abilities, happiness with being a part of their teams, and improved retention and persistence rates. They've also described the nature of relationship between Olympic athletes and their coaches. And final studies showed how coaches can help their players reach their full potential through creating the right culture for their programs and guide them through purpose-driven experiences in the athletic arena. The second body of literature that affects this study concerns the nature of full-time versus part-time work. And so this takes us beyond the athletic arena, beyond even higher education, into the very nature of work itself. One study showed that while full-time employees derived higher levels of satisfaction from their work, employment status really played a muted role in other factors such as commitment to the organization. On the other hand, Tilley classified part-time work as a mixed blessing, where employers kept costs down but sacrificed in terms of turnover, lower skills, and even lower motivation. A final study showed that full-timers were much more satisfied with their career and found the work more meaningful. The research design I selected to examine these research questions is a grounded theory study. This will help us assist in conceptualizing the impact on the student-athlete experience of a college athletic department designated coaching positions as either full-time or part-time. I'll conduct this study through interviews with both types of coaches, one full-time, the other part-time, and interviewing student athletes that play under each coach. I'll also observe team meetings and practices where coaches interact with their players, and investigate and interpret documents from the athletic department website, such as news articles, press releases, and even artifacts from the coaches' offices that may include pictures, photographs, or awards. The setting for this study would be a community college athletic department in the Midwest. According to Miriam and Tisdale, the primary audience interested in your results might be the general public, policymakers, practitioners, the community in the field, and the importance of these positions is because many colleges count on these professionals to play an incredibly large role in their athletic departments and in their colleges. However, they also noted that studies have higher impact when it could relate specifically to the same environment as those reading it. And so, as a general athletic department at a mid sized college, I think this increases the relatability and impact that the study will have. Participants would be head coaches and student athletes among the college's athletic teams. And the time frame and events is 2 months during the spring semester when the seasons for these coaches and their athletes is going full steam ahead. And it'd be a great time to attend those practice sessions, team meetings, and official competitions. Clark and Braun state that qualitative research involves the use of words rather than numbers as data points. And so, following that line of thinking, I'll collect a lot of words by conducting interviews. Interviews would be individual 1 hour interviews with 2 head coaches and 4 student athletes. These interviews will serve several purposes in data collection, including establishing demographic information, giving me insight into opinions of the participants, and describing their inner feelings in depth. The other main data collection strategy would be conducting observation protocols, looking for nonverbal cues and examples of group dynamics. Starting by announcing the preamble to all participants, I'll collect my scripted field notes to record observation data at the practices, team meetings, and competitions and compile them into reports. Gaining site entry is important because I would need permission from coaches to attend their practices and team meetings, as well as set up these interviews. I'll accomplish this by sending out an email to all coaches in the athletic department and requesting their participation in the study. I'll also coordinate with the athletic director and seek recommendations for which student athletes on each team might make appropriate candidates for the study. Transparency is going to be highly important to our project here. And so to enhance trustworthiness, we'll connect the data findings coherently and accurately to addressing the research questions and making sure they align with reality and are well situated within the literature. We'll also use multiple data points to triangulate the results and cross-check them against each other when analyzing the data and determining the findings. Finally, it's important to conduct the research ethically. I'm committed to following professional standards to protecting participants' privacy. That includes keeping all interview transcripts and recordings confidential and under password-protected computer. It also means not sharing the results of the study until it is published and using pseudonyms for all participants. Coaches today shoulder greater responsibilities than ever before and extend far beyond teaching their sport to include the role of sports psychologist, social worker, maintenance staff, bus driver, and yes, even surrogate parent. Despite the importance of these positions, many colleges count on these professionals to play this incredibly large role in the success of their players and program on a part-time basis. Coaches focus on key character development and life skills like communication, teamwork, responsibility, goal setting, and time management. I'm hoping that this study will encourage school leaders and college administration to focus on taking care of coaches and being committed at the same level that they are to their student athletes. Again, my name is Jerry Thor, and I'm looking forward to conducting this research and having an impact on the knowledge base in student athletes and college athletics. I can be contacted at thorj@warhawks.ulm.edu or found on Twitter at Jerry Thor if you have any questions or concerns. Thank you for your time and have a nice day.